Sorry about that, guys. I was muted. Alright. Forget that when I do that little intro, it mutes me. So we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV today. Let me get everything pulled up for you guys. We're going to be doing a lot of things blind because I haven't played in a while. And so I've done this content before, but it's been a long time. So, it's going to be pretty interesting. Let's get the screen pulled up for everybody to see. Can everybody hear me much better now? For some reason, Whintur, are you there?
I am here.
Looks like your video isn't showing. Alright, everybody can hear better. Everybody can hear Whintur as well. Say something for everybody, Whintur.
Hello, everybody. It's Whintur.
Alright, so let's queue up for World of Darkness. And Whintur, do you remember this one?
Not really. It's been a long time.
This is kind of old content, so I sort of remember a little bit.
Oh, I said no voice, no video for me.
Oh, they can't hear you either. All right, hang on. Let me get out of Duty Finder. Oh, this is the way it is when I start streaming, guys. When I first start, nothing works. Give me just a second. Let me try to figure that out. Talk for me, Whintur.
Hello, hello.
That's weird because it says it's doing it. On my screen it says it's got the audio. Oh, okay. Oh, they can hear. Has voice.
Oh.
No, or they can hear your voice. Okay, cool. I was about to say, man, I don't know what's going on then. Okay. Alright, so, Whintur, will you invite me real quick and we'll queue up for World of Darkness. And I'm playing a Paladin. I don't know if I mentioned that, guys. So, probably kind of ridiculous for a tank to be going into this. So, World of Darkness, for anybody that doesn't know, is a 24-man old school raid. It's not really hard anymore, so people are probably going to blow through it pretty quickly, as they've been super over-geared and stuff like that. So it's probably not going to be difficult, but not knowing what I'm doing, it could be a little bit. But as you see here, I have to do it to continue the story, because something that happens in it must have to do with the story. We'll fix Whintur's video for next time. I have no idea why it's not working. Okay, so let's do this then. Are you going to stay the leader?
No, I'll pass it to you. Somebody said they would personally like to sing like us to sing the entire live stream.
I'll have to work on that. My songs are pretty well scripted. But one day I would like to do a puppet stream. That's something I've always wanted to do. Alright, let's see how long this queue takes. Now, keep in mind, guys, this game's actually been doing really well as far as population goes. I think Elder Scrolls Online doing so bad lately with their servers and everything, I think has really helped this game. I think it's a lot of people are flooding from Elder Scrolls Online to Final Fantasy XIV. And actually, I think a lot of people in World of Warcraft, while they're waiting on what's it called, Shadowlands, I think are coming to this game too. So population's been pretty good. I don't think you can slash who all in this game. I'll try. Let's try slash who. Nope.
What does that mean?
Just see how many people's like on. You can do that in EverQuest. A lot of games.
Oh.
Alright, here we go. Well, that was fairly quick.
Do you feel like you're prepared for this?
What's up, Dragon Attack? Welcome. No, I'm not. I mean, I'll get by. I remember this has a bunch of very mechanical fights in it, and I remember there's the eyeball guy, and you have to hit the different debuffs back and forth. I remember if you don't turn away from them, something really bad happens. So we'll see. It might come back to me as we're doing it.
I didn't even remember that much, so that's pretty good.
Most of these, as I've been doing them, enough comes back to me to where I don't die. Or at least I don't die embarrassingly. Yeah,
yes,
like,
don't stand in the fire.
That's the general rule. So this is a very telegraphed game. So that's why I'm not, until I get into the real hard content, I'm not too scared about being an idiot. That's right. That's right, MB. Joppa is the man of mysteries uncovered here at the Nathan NAPALM channel. I've been unraveling the conspiracies.
It's always the DPS. Always.
It's because they've waited the longest, so they're like falling asleep, or they ran to go pee right when it popped.
That would be really bad luck.
It always happens to DPS. I'm like, you know what? I've been waiting an hour. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go get me a drink, and then it pops while you're getting a drink. Yeah, the death penalties are super lenient in this game. Especially in a dungeon. Especially in a dungeon, you can like get right back to your group in no time. You do still get locked out of the encounter, though, I think.
Only when you're in the boss fight.
Right.
And you should be able to get raised by a healer.
Yeah.
So.
And you're a healer, so.
Correct.
So I got it pretty good, I think. Yeah.
Really? Still? It's still that long?
It's not. He's just exaggerating. It may not be exactly 4 hours, but
I knew
you know.
it did get bad before, though.
Yeah, there was a point where you might be waiting 30 minutes to an hour, I remember, at one point.
All right, we are Group C.
Can you guys hear the audio from the game decently? Husam says he doesn't like the game. Yeah, man, the thing about this game is you really got to get past that Realm Reborn. It's a lot of fetch quests. Once you get to the next expansion, which by the way is free, you can play through this one, Realm Reborn, and what's it called, Heavensward, for free now. And then you have to start paying when you get to the next expansion. Alright guys, we are Alliance C. Whintur, hopefully between the two of us we remember the fights.
I think it'll be fine. This is just all like tank and spank now, so you just kind of grab the one on the right. Oh, or that guy's gonna grab it.
Or he's gonna get them all, because he's probably level 80.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
What was there? There's a lot of death happening, guys.
Both of the healers on our team just, like, got obliterated.
Well, now I'm dead. Well, that was a fun start. What happened? Was it a mechanic we didn't know about?
I'm pretty sure
Because he froze
that
us.
something went wrong.
Let me read the
I don't
chat
know.
here. You have one job.
Yeah, that's not great. You can probably just release.
You know what? I bet you it was something really simple. Like they were facing the people or something.
I have no idea. That was a lot of dead people, though, for no reason.
Go every
That whole
team but
team.
C!
Woo!
No, see,
Pretty much
this
just
isn't a boss fight and we're locked out.
No, that's true. But that's not typical.
Well, that's what happens in this game when you don't even know what's going on. Yeah, me too. Me too, MB. Definitely.
This is my favorite game, though, so far. We'll see how Pantheon scales. But I love this game.
That's why we're playing it. This is the Happy Wife, Happy Life live series. Okay, we can play again.
Well, why would you raise him? He needs to just run back. We're like 2 feet from the entrance. I would have left him dead.
Yeah, there's no res sickness or anything. Okay,
Now
here's the
there.
eyeball. Here's the eyeball. Only thing I remember is make sure you go back and forth between the debuff. Remember that? Where there's like 2 colors on the ground?
No, I don't remember.
Well, there's going to be 2 colors. And when you stand on one, the next time you got to stand on the other. And don't look at them. Just watch his spells. There's something you can't, you got to look away from them. See this?
I think.
So I'm going to do red this time.
I think we're on the Crystal server. I'm on Midgard Stormir and Nathan, what server are you on? Gilgamesh?
Yeah, I'm on Gilgamesh. But you can switch servers fairly easy in this game. So that little thing is in case something happens to you. And don't let the hand land on you, pretty sure.
Yeah. It's not really a hand, though.
Yes, the Final Fantasy guy.
I do not remember.
Okay, look away from him. Look away from him. See, I dodge it. Mortal Gaze, that's what it's called.
I don't even know what's happening. Oh, why did they die?
Is that hand not gonna stop ever? There, now it stopped. Grab that ad. Okay, now I gotta get on the white. So make sure you're on the opposite one of whatever you were on last time. Or else they stack and you end up dying. This game is way too flashy, by the way. It'll like give you an epileptic seizure.
I am playing a white mage. I am Whintur in the game as well. And Nathan is Sorensen, and he is the paladin.
Oh, look away, look away, look away!
Ah! Oh my gosh, I almost got hit.
I'm dodging these mechanics, boys.
That guy's gonna die again.
So one thing I do want to say about this game that I did always like is the combat isn't too rushed. If you look at the cooldowns, the global cooldowns are kind of slower than most games like World of Warcraft. It feels a lot less twitchy, in my opinion. Okay, so get on your opposite one from the last one you did.
I don't understand that, because I stood on the white last time, and then
no, you do get a debuff, but you gotta bounce your debuffs back and forth or else they stack.
I understand that, but I was saying is I did bounce back and forth, and then it double stacked me anyways.
Well, listen. You made an error of some sort. That's definitely your fault.
Definitely not. I have proof. I have video proof.
Yeah, and I think it is. Is it the crystal cluster?
I think it is.
I thought it was Aether.
Yeah.
I thought it was Aether. It's the one that has Midgardsormr and Gilgamesh on it. But you can switch between servers now, is what I'm told. I haven't done it.
You still have to be on the same cluster, though.
Okay, I don't remember this fight at all. Do you? This is not a boss.
No.
But see, every encounter in this game is like a. Oh, you have to kill these gates. You have to kill these gates. Bad guys come out of them. I remember that now. That's all I remember right now. But if you don't kill the gates, then you'll have to kill extra mobs.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Okay, another dude appeared. Hey, that's the guy, that, and I only know this because I played it recently from the original Crystal Towers, the last boss. Remember? That had the bacon that you had to avoid?
Oh.
That's him.
Yeah.
It's a mini version of him. Pretty sure. Might be getting that. Yeah, I'm probably getting that mixed up.
I can't remember. It's been too long since I've done this content. And I have so many skills on my hotbar that I can't even use. This is hard.
Yeah, so this is like level 50 content, guys, and she's doing the newest expansion. So what level are you now? 73? Whintur?
Like real close to 80.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're 79?
Yep, I'm almost 80, like just an inch away.
Yeah, so as Michael Pate said in chat, you can travel between the servers in the same data center, but to permanently move it costs real life money, right? You can like temporarily go to another server just to play with a friend. Oh, this is the guy that you gotta kill the heads. Remember? All of his... You don't remember that? That's all I remember. I'm just gonna follow what everybody else does, and... I do remember that part of the fight, though. You don't remember anything about this?
Not really. It's been a long time. I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna run away.
What was it?
Oh, I think I was supposed to stack. Stack next time. Got it. There's a little purple dropper.
Yeah, I don't know what that does. I'm just gonna move out of the way.
I think he.
Oh, his head's are ready. So yeah, we gotta kill those quickly
And
before
the slime.
those things are over, or else he'll wipe us. That's what it is. There we go. Which is like super easy now. Back in the day, it was a real DPS check.
So we both just got back into the game. We've not really been playing. So it's probably been
about 2 years
like,
for me.
Yeah, it's been a while. Because I used to have a raid group that I raided with, but we've moved a million times, and so I just kind of got out of it.
Almost stood in the bad stuff.
It's okay, you're a tank.
No, it's not okay.
Probably be fine.
I didn't stand in it. I said I almost did. Some of this stuff probably isn't even bad. It's probably made by players, but I don't know the difference.
Oh my golly.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the giant ice.
No, it was like I got thrown up in the air like a tornado.
Zerjerk says watch out for the gnomes. Always watch out for gnomes. Never trust a gnome. Sneaky little folk. By the way, guys, Whintur last night went on her first Dungeons and Dragons adventure. I'll make a video about it soon. Tell them what you think. What do you think about Dungeons and Dragons, Whintur?
It was pretty fun. I did some pretty ridiculous things that Nathan was not prepared for. So hopefully he'll be more prepared next time.
Yeah.
So I don't think either of us have time to run a free company. So probably not in-game right now. And I've been part of the same free company for like my existence in this game. So I would feel kind of bad leaving them.
They're named after Chris Farley.
But you can always come join us. We're a lot of nice people. But there's only like 5 of us.
Okay, so I'm gonna tank this guy. Looks like each tank has one of these.
Yeah. Are you in the right? Yeah, you're here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with C.
Ah! I wasn't ready.
I don't think I can interrupt. No, I can't interrupt those.
No, you can't. If you stand in that, it pushes you off the edge.
Yeah.
Like that healer. Just
and then somebody... Oh, that's what these pads are. You can open...
Oh, yeah.
For other people.
Oh, my
Oh, I got
goodness.
knocked off. That's how you open
Everybody
up for other
did.
people.
Okay, kill that ad.
Yep. Oh,
Oh,
dang it.
my
Got
gosh.
shoved off again. What's shoving us off that time?
The boss.
But I didn't see an AoE.
Oh, I don't know who just got targeted either.
Well, he just ate me.
Sorry, it was me. Sorry.
How did you get me eaten?
I got marked, but I didn't know if I got marked or the other person got marked, so I was like standing with people.
What are you supposed to do if you get marked?
Get away from people, because he's gonna suck you in.
Over here's the jump pad. There's 2 now. Make sure you hit that other one to get for another group. I'll get it.
Okay.
Is that it?
Okay, yep, that's it.
I do not recommend going into Pantheon raids this blind. Oh, it's the guy that eats you. And you go inside his belly.
Oh, I don't think we're the group, though. I think B gets eaten.
Why? Because they're the belly group? B
I don't-
for belly? Is that why?
I just feel like that's what I remember somewhere in my brain. And then you have to reattach his chains. I remember this kind of. I like
Alright.
this fight.
I like being
But
the
I
belly
feel like
group.
it's so different now, because it's so like,
Fast.
yeah.
Because everybody's got so much more damage. You remember the first time we did that one fight where you can fall off the edge? And you were like, you can fall off the edge, and as you were saying those words, I was already testing it, and I fell off the edge.
Yeah. Weren't you with my raid group when we did
I was
that?
so mad because I missed the whole fight, and it's a fun fight. I was like, I didn't even get to do it!
Ah! I don't know if I'm lagging or if things are just going crazy right now.
You might be having small epileptic seizures. In small bursts.
I turn a lot of the extra people stuff off. I think I'm the only one.
I need to...
I can only see my stuff.
Do you remember how you do that? I looked for it
Yeah.
the other day and I couldn't find it. I'd like to do that too, so people can actually see the bosses and stuff. Otherwise, it's
I mean,
all...
I like all those seizure-istic.
Chat, what do you guys think? Should I turn off all the everybody else's effects so you guys can see the boss, or do you think this is part of the fun?
It's part of the fun.
I remember the first time I turned it off, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that boss looked like that.
There's a lot of effects in this game.
Okay, so there's the
Very
acid.
pretty.
We're not going in it. I don't see anybody going the acid.
It's not us. Oh my gosh.
Gotta kill that little wolf vein.
I am, like, absolutely lagging, I think.
The gastric juice. I guess nobody does the mechanics anymore. Okay, what are those?
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what those do, but I'm just gonna get away from everybody. What's he doing now?
Oh, those chains. You gotta get the open tethers and drag it.
People are getting it. I see them. Chain them up, boys. Oh, C group is supposed to be chains. C for chains.
Mm,
Yep. That's what chat says.
I don't know.
So it's got to be true.
I'm like, I keep like almost DCing. I think it's so bad. I can't tell what's happening anymore.
Oh crap, got stuck. I would say this probably is known for lagging. Is it better now?
No, it's worse. I can't see anything happening.
Uh-oh.
Oh, whoa, there's a bunch of things happening. Okay.
You're back?
I just keep healing and hope that I'm healing still.
Oh, you're
Nope,
hurting.
I'm gone
You're hurting.
again.
You're hurting.
I can't see anything.
Okay, he's dead. Did he come back after he died?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an upgrade.
What level are you now?
52. Well, in here I'm 50 because it level syncs you by. I think I'm 52. Uh-oh, here we go. Last fight. I remember this.
I'm really
The cloud, you
like
remember that?
lagging out. No, I'm lagging out.
After this, just restart the game. They've already started the fight, it looks like. So all I remember is those clouds come and you have to kill them, and... Yeah, that guy, when you get the mark, you gotta start running around the edge. Because it follows with lightning bolts or something. That's all I remember.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh yeah, get out of the way. She blasts across the map.
Shoot.
I remember that. Okay. Her boobs are hanging out. I don't know if this is appropriate for live streaming.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are girls who actually have their boobs hanging out in live streams, so I think it'll be okay.
Okay, what's that? Oh, here come the clouds. We gotta kill them before they get to them. And if you stand in front of them, it slows them down. Or
If you stand in them.
no, it's in front of them.
No, it's in it. It's in their little circle.
I think you're wrong.
You're wrong. I'm correct.
I have a good memory on boss fights. What's going on now? Oh, there's still more. My bad.
Sephiroth was good music.
Yeah. Yeah, this game does have good music. Okay, well,
Dirk agrees with me.
she's about to
Says
do
I'm
something
right.
else.
AoE.
Okay.
She's gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we gotta get in our thing. Oh no!
I'm
I don't
already
know
in
which
mine.
one.
See, it's over here
Run!
with
run!
everybody
run.
else.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that some of these people aren't supposed to be in here.
That was probably just the one they could get to in time.
Okay, and she's
Now
gonna
get to the
doom,
side,
watch
get to the
out.
side, get to the side. When this was... I don't know if this was ever hard, but when this was new, this was a lot of fun. Yay, we did it! We only
And
wiped
we
on the
let
first
everybody
mob,
die once.
and then we were good.
Oh, the minion. Probably most people have that now.
Yes, the Sephiroth boss fight music was awesome. I think the remake they did, the Final Fantasy XIV remake with the kind of remade song was really good too. Yeah. I'm sure they are, Michael. I haven't done them yet. Neither has Whintur. She's not made it to 80 yet, but I'm sure they are. I remember they were starting to ramp up and get a little more challenging.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead and pass on that. What's this? Puff of Darkness? I remember having that back in the day. I'll read it. I got it, because everybody else has it already. Yay, I'm getting all the goodies. I'm getting all the goodies, because nobody cares about that stuff anymore. Let me see. Did I get an armor upgrade, though? I did get that helmet, and I also apparently got a belt. Alright, we did it. How do you leave this place? Oh. The obvious exit sign. Alright, so that was World of Darkness. So now I'm off to continue my storyline for a little bit. I'm almost at the end of Realm Reborn. Like, we should definitely finish that real quickly, like, and then we'll be doing Heavensward.
Wait, you're gonna finish that on live stream?
I have to. What else can we do?
I don't know. That's boring.
It'll be really fast, though. If nobody cares about the story, I'll just skip through it. Yeah, we're just gonna skip this. Off global cooldown skills that change how classes play. Yeah, so they did. So from what I know, and I don't know very much, this isn't a game I like super keep up with, but I do know there used to be like, I don't remember what they were called, but there were like things like this, like low blow, or kick, or something you would do like while you're waiting on your global cooldown. Used to do a decent amount of damage, and so it was like part of people's rotation. And I heard they like either made the damage really low, so because the point of this isn't for damage, it's to stun, or they made it like non-existent, one of the two. That's what I know. There's probably a lot more to it than just that. It's a pretty cool looking helmet. All right, let's. Michael, I will watch that cinema scene back at the end. I always usually do, and I've seen all these before too. So let's go to, I guess, to the plot line. Unless you just want to run some dungeons, do you want to do that?
I don't know what the next thing you unlock is, so I don't know what to do.
What do you think, chat? Run through the rest of the storyline, or do you guys want me to just run some dungeons? Because I've got a decent amount from around Reborn unlocked here.
But I'm also really lagging, so maybe...
Still, restart your game real quick while we're deciding what we're going to do. Up to you guys, chat. Just let me know what you want to see. You want to see me do some dungeons? Like, we could run some of the... I don't want to do that one or this one, because they're like heavy cinema scene. You can't skip them. We could do Snow Cloak, and Keeper of the Lake's a really cool dungeon, actually. Are you restarting Whintur?
I'm actually in a cutscene, so give me just a minute. What did they want to see?
What? Oh, that's true, guys. I do need to do that quest. So, actually, they must have changed it, because check this out. Well, I can't fly here. Hang on. You can't fly where I'm at right now. Let me go somewhere where I can fly.
So I did recently meet another girl in the game who I've not previously met. She's a new friend. And turns out she does the same thing that I do when it comes to getting the aether currents. So she just waits for somebody to get annoyed and then take her to all of them so that she doesn't have to find them. Which is exactly what I do every time.
Well, now you can fly in the original zones from Realm Reborn. And you have to...
just automatically?
I guess so, because I can do it, and I didn't even finish the quest line.
Oh.
Alright, so let's see what chat says. Uh-oh, doing some chores. Doesn't want an angry wife because he left a dish. Understood. Yeah, Michael, that's why I had to do that, because I couldn't continue the story. I got to the point where it literally wouldn't let me do anything else. As a matter of fact, where does it tell me to go right now? Okay. For some reason, what's going on here? Oh, I didn't finish the quest line for World of Darkness. Let me go back.
Hi, Grifka.
Gotta turn it in. What's up, Grifka? Turn this in. How glad I am you returned safely, Sorensen, with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let us free ourselves from the Spectre of the Alligans. Why does he have another quest?
So we are actually going to play more D&D tonight with the kids.
Yeah, and we're going to record the entire session. I'm going to figure out how to release it in a really cool way that isn't just us sitting there playing Dungeons & Dragons. It'll be a little bit more entertaining than that. I haven't decided exactly how I'm gonna do it yet, but we're gonna be doing it tonight, and I'm gonna record it. Okay, let me summon the others here and pull what happened beyond. So the Allegan Eye that runs in Garaha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it's not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the Tower of Garaha, that's probably pronounced wrong, gaining Une and Doga's blood. Has Garaha said anything? For that matter, where is Garaha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure about a resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Sorensen, you say Garaha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Rambros! Master Rambros! 'Tis Garaha Tia, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir. He was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well. Let us go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this. I'm not allowed to say that word on stream. This bizarre business. Master Garland, Sorensen, please come with me. No doubt Garaha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me they did not breathe a word of his plan to us. There's more, but I beat it. So here we go. Here's some fetch quests for you guys. Where's my little mount at? So this is why flying mounts ruin games. See all this content down here? Yep, not gonna do it. Skipping right past it.
I still don't know what you're talking about, Grifka.
It's good for just saying here.
He said, how is CV treating the two of you?
The word you can't say on stream that is a pandemic right now.
Oh, I see.
You see? That beer virus. You know what I'm talking about?
I know about it.
Why can't I go any
heard
further?
about it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is all weird. Let me see where it's actually at on the map. I have to go this way.
Nathan actually traveled recently in an airplane, so we're kind of quarantining him a little.
I've been quarantined to my gaming room. So sad.
It's hard for him.
It's a rough life. How do you get on this path? Where even is the path? Okay, so it turns out that flying doesn't always work out.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to finish this Crystal Towers quest line so I can continue my journey.
Why are you in the stones?
I did wear a mask, actually. My daughter lost one of the masks, though. So I had to go to the airport without one. And it
But
was
listen.
a very big ordeal. It was a very big ordeal. People were like freaking out. I was like, I have to catch my plane. Give me a mask. So my kids had masks, but I didn't because she lost them. And then we found them when we got back home.
Like all 30 of them that I put in for extras just in case.
Listen, I put the daughter in charge of the masks.
Why would you do that?
Because she needs to learn responsibility.
Yeah, he had some Karens. They were like screaming at him.
Yeah, because I was just running around the airport with no mask. Like, I can't help it. I can't miss my plane.
And Nathan has never traveled with the kids solo before like that. So that was a whole new experience for him as well.
It was no problem. It was no problem. Kids don't misbehave for dad.
Yeah.
They're angels for dad. No problem.
They're the opposite of angels for mom.
Yep. I told you, the secret to children is to, when you're mad, go low.
I can't go low. I'm a woman.
All I have to do is be like, kids, what are you doing right now? And they're like, nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm innocent. Whatever I was doing, I'm not doing it anymore.
Rivka said, did you use your influencer card on them?
Yes. Got proficiency in charisma on the children. What in the world was Gahara Tia thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, sir. I am certain of it. Alright, so I think the guy they're talking about is the cat dude. Who's like, got the eye of Alag. Go no further, my friends. The door will close ere long. Yes, that guy. I think that guy is him. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Garaha, I mean. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come, man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alag. Or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Xande's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking at the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity failed. Our royal blood grew thin, and before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alag's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hells, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same heights as Alag. But by then we will have lost the royal blood, and the means to control the tower. What if I do as Asmund did? Oh, sorry, not Asmund. Sorry, not
I was like, what?
not Asmund, my bad. I thought he was in the story for a second. But if I do as Amon did, and put the tower into a deep sleep. What? You cannot mean that! I don't see why that's so shocking to do that. I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alagans in knowledge. I will slumber within... Oh, he's going to be stuck in it. Okay, now I understand. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. You can tell I took that very seriously. Did you guys see my character's face? The future is where my destiny awaits, but yours lies outside of these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course. That's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Allag, just you wait. We'll cover all those lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking, Graha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray, keep alive our successes, and forgive us our failures, and may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you up till then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits, and you, Sorensen, I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well now, I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancients' wish. Goodbye, Graha! It's over. We'll never see him again. Actually, we probably will in a couple of expansions. No spoilers. No spoilers.
I feel like you should have started with a spoiler alert before you started the story.
That should have what?
Like, started with a spoiler alert when you started reading the story.
Well, I mean, obviously I'm reading the story, so it's going to have spoilers if I'm reading the story. That's why I was just going to skip the story, but, you know.
That's okay.
I wanted to see this. This is the end of the Crystal Tower. And we're almost at Heaven's Sword, guys. And that actually, Heaven's Sword is pretty cool. I really liked it. And by the way, they did squish the story for the original Realm Reborn now. It's still a lot, though. Because I just did it. I'm almost done with it. And we'll check my playtime. And I rushed. Because I remembered the story perfectly at a lot of parts. So I just skipped it because I remembered it. And then other parts I didn't. Like, I didn't really remember this. So I went through it pretty quickly. The Crystal Tower slumbers again then. 'Tis too quiet for my taste. And spoiler alert, but for anybody that needs a refresher, this guy was that red dude from the original, one of the, what were they called, generals or something of the Empire. Goodbye, Sid. I must pull all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. Wait, I thought this guy was inside of... probably because I skipped that cinema scene. A new dawn has come for me. Uh-oh. Something mysterious is about to happen. Or not. Okay. Done. Alright, let's hop on our mount here. Go return this, and then this should be over. Oh, you guys like that upskirt of the horse? Did that just for you, chat. Did that just for you.
What kind of... Is that something you have on, or is that the horse?
It's the horse. Make sure you pronounce your S as well when you say that word.
Horse.
You can't just casually say an S there. See how far this guy chases us.
They usually drop off pretty quickly if you just keep running.
Yep, he's already off of me. Alright, let's fly back to our... Let's do this content skip here and go right over to our dude. See what... Oh, I passed it. See what happens. It should be the turn in to finish it. You have just missed Sid, Sir Ensign. There is much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah, no matter how lonely St. Cornarch's find has become for our friend's departure. We must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future, lit by Graha's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Tower is but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. What is that? Whatever that is, okay. We beat the Crystal Towers. Begin with somebody. You accept a quest that allows you to trade items obtained by repeating Crystal Tower Alliance raids. The next main scenario quest can be accepted. Bam! That's what I wanted. And yes, now that I am in here and I'm paying attention, I am level 52. You don't get a lot of experience for doing the storyline quests between Realm Reborn and Heavensward. It's just a tiny bit of experience. Till you get to Heavensward. And, you know, that's fair, because Heavensward's supposed to be 50 through 60, so... Honestly, there's so many quests that I did through here that I probably would have made it to 60 if it was, like, giving me normal XP. What do you think, Whintur?
I'm having technical difficulties, so I have not been listening to what you're saying.
What's going on? What technical difficulties?
My controller isn't responding again, so I restarted the game. But then I couldn't figure out how to exit the game because it still wasn't working because I didn't have my controller to exit. So I'm like over here in deep thought.
Did it fix the controller when you restarted?
I don't know if I'm lagging so bad that it's not working at all, or if I don't know. Trying some different things over here.
Why don't you just restart your computer though?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
That's probably what you need to do.
Yeah. Okay, let me try that.
Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must need to set them aside for now. This is dialogue heavy, so I'm going to try to get through as quickly as possible, guys. We are coming to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense in Ishgard, the time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Asians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation, and our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were brought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend, Moonbreda. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. Let's see if I can make it a little less dark in here. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Laman a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Yeah, Erica, I can do without a main story, especially when you're the big fancy hero. You know, like you're the chosen one every time. That's cool in an RPG. In an MMO, it doesn't make any sense. So I can do without that. Off to a big soiree, Sorensen. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lad. Something on your mind? By the Navigator. Wildred's dead. I don't want to say that on stream. Gosh dang it. They must know they've been rumbled. Sawed it. 'Tis past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around on the quiet like. And sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coin made its way into the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. A daft made for a business if ever I heard one. Which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'd give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are, sure to call on one of his businesses the bloody bribery consortium. I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men of the first and third are taken to Legi's coin, but now we know, as some of them are. I'd wager me right eye that they're the ones that did for Mildred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention, he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gosh darn me. Still, I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunken pissing in the wind. What are you laughing at? No, he's...
That's ridiculous.
No, he's cleverer than this. So we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay his debt of blood. By the way, I had to read this whole story for Whintur back in the day.
Yes.
That was the only way she would pay attention to stories if I read it for her. We'll purge
you
everyone.
did a really good job.
Yeah, I did it just like this. Actually, I probably got a little more into it.
Yeah, you were doing voices.
Nobody was watching me. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that, you had me word. And Sorensen, mind yourself when you're in Ul'dah, eh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind that'll sweep a man overboard and drag him underfloor. He knows it. Espionage. Intrigue. Something big's about to happen, guys. Alright. So this is like, for anybody thinking about playing this game, this is pretty much what you'll be doing for a really long time. Is like running, doing story, moving to the next place, doing more story, delivering something, doing more story, unlock a dungeon, do the dungeon, more story, all the way to endgame. Would you agree with me, Whintur? It's pretty much the flow of the game. Yeah.
And
the story's like, pretty good, though. It's pretty good. It gets really good after this. It gets, like, crazy good.
But I'd say that I have to at least play, like, a solid 4 hours without it, like, in between dungeons for this next patch. And then I hear I'm getting to the point where it'll start coming faster. But it's been, like, at least a 4 to 5 hour day in between dungeons.
Whew. Oh, I forgot to check. Let's see how, because I'm almost at the end of Run Reborn. I'm like super close. So let me see what my playtime is, because I haven't been fooling around. I really haven't. Like, yeah, I've watched a few scenes like that I don't remember, but I've been going pretty fast through this content. Oh wait, is that not how you do it? How do you do it? I thought it was slash playtime. Whintur, is it not slash playtime? I swore it was.
I don't know. We just did this the other day.
Hang on, I'll look it up. I really want to know how long I've been doing this. Let's see. Oh, it says it is slash playtime.
Are you like putting a space in it or something? What are you doing?
No, I tried that too. Let me try it again. Oh, it just wasn't available because I was in a loading screen. Okay, so 2 days, 17 hours. So 24, 34.
Oh my gosh.
So like 30. That's not bad. That's not that bad because you got to figure a regular solo RPG would take you 40, 50 hours. So it's looking like it's going to end up being about 45 hours, 40 hours, somewhere in that range. So that's not bad. For an entire expansion, that's not bad. But this is the one you want to get through as quickly as possible. You still have to pay some attention if you want to have a basic understanding of the story. You know what? Let me go back. Where am I actually supposed to be going here? I'm going to...
I have a weird question for you.
Go in there. Yeah.
How do I change classes?
Switch weapons?
Weapons. Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Thanks, Fins, for the real math. That's about 65 hours. And I would say maybe a total of maybe 2 or 3 of those were just total BS. Like me just, like, AFK. Maybe. Because there was a couple times I just, like, left the game on and went and ate, or just forgot to come play again. We have been waiting for you, Sir Ensign. Celebrations due to begin shortly. I had hoped we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Okay. We will go on ahead, Sir Ensign. Pray join us once matters in the quicksand are resolved. Give my regards to Momodi and tell her, know that I will call upon her anon. Alright, see what Momodi wants, who's head of the Adventurers Guild. A lot of teleporting in this game, too. Alright, let's see here. Where are we? Where are you, Momodi? There she is. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Sir Ensign. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name Hydaelyn, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coin. There's something I must show you. A short message I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking these words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something's telling me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. That'd be awkward with my life on the stream. Alright, let me, let's go ahead and do that then. So I'm assuming that some of you in chat actually play Final Fantasy XIV or have, or... Alright, let's see. Let's do this. See what she wants. I don't remember who she is. Is she the one that the dude was like accusing her of robbing? Do you remember, Whintur?
No. I skipped a lot of this story. I really did. If you didn't voice act it, I was just like skipping it every time.
Alright, so let's find out. As you stand up on the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Hydaelyn. Oh my gosh, she didn't make it to the destination. Gonna wait longer. Gonna wait a little longer. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kikirn and the buzzing of Syrphants, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Oh, look. There's a vial. I think I would have noticed that when I first walked up, though. Sorensen, is that you? What brings you out this way? Lieutenant Hydaelyn? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee you we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Pray return to Uldal. Sorensen, if I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you were here. Dude, that guy's up to no good. Yeah, that guy's totally up to no good, guys. Never have played it, but might give it a shot. Yeah, man, it's a good distraction. The mechanics and like the kind of raid mechanics and things are pretty addictive. That's interesting.
Spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Let's get some stuff going down, guys. Do you remember this part, Whintur? I do.
Not really.
You don't remember this part? It's epic. Seriously?
Mm.
Oh, I guess I just need to teleport.
Guess what I'm doing while you're doing that?
What?
I am setting up my scholar to try to start leveling her while we're running your stuff.
What level's your scholar?
70.
You mean when I get caught up to the newest expansion? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Like while you're running dungeons, I'll
Oh,
run your
oh,
dungeons
so you
and I'll
said,
get
I
experience.
see, I see. So you get experience. Okay. All right. Let's go to her. By the way, guys, Whintur plays a lot of this game, so like when just so there's a little bit more content on the channel, she's gonna be streaming. She's gonna be streaming the game on her character a lot. We're gonna get a schedule made this weekend and try to get her all set up and everything, so that she can start streaming a few times a week as well. Right, Whintur?
Right.
Fun. I reckon.
I'm actually fun to play with.
Yeah, she is. A lot of people in the community have played with you before in other games. I reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Hydaelyn. What's the matter? No appetite? Let's give her this vial. So she wasn't there, but this was? Let's look. Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist vial. But beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Any road, no use worrying about Hydaelyn. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. I do remember this. I do remember this. Alright, so here we go, guys. Judging by Momodi's grin, your star could not rise any higher. Would you believe that while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems Her Grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on then, go. Oh, guys, I remember this. You don't remember this, Whintur? Seriously?
Not really.
I'm going to the Sultana's private chambers. Go. All right, well, here it goes. Here it goes.
You needn't trouble yourself, sir. Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light. I am.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
Common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty Warrior of Light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
All right. Here we go. Oh, whoops, wrong way.
Mm,
What's wrong?
I forgot how to micromanage your pet.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I don't know. I've never played anything with a pet in this game. I know you had your own. It has its own little UI thing that you used to move around.
But I had a way that I did it that was weird, but it worked for me.
Thank you for coming, sir. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or, if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chamber forthwith. Upon proceeding to Sultan's bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. So am I really going to play all these? These are really long. Isn't this like 30 minutes worth of cutscenes, Whintur?
It's a lot.
This is the ending, though, to Realm Reborn. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view the... Yeah, when Square Enix tells you to put aside some time to view cutscenes, that means it's like a full-length movie. I think I might skip this for the stream, or else the whole stream's going to be watching these scenes. What do you think?
I would say skip it.
What do you
but
guys...
that's up to you.
Chat, is that cool? We're going to skip these so we're not watching 90 minutes of cutscenes. Unless you guys are here to see it. If you're here to see it, then we'll watch it. Wait for chat. I'll give it a couple seconds, a small delay. See if anybody has an opinion on the matter. Because there's a lot of cutscenes right here. I mean, a lot of stuff happens, but it's a lot of cutscenes. I think I'm going to skip it. I just wanted to actually play, not watch cutscenes all day.
Yeah.
Or maybe, let's see if it'll let us, like, go through it quicker than normal.
No, let's just skip it. You can come back to it, can't you?
Yeah, I remember it.
Oh, somebody says cutscenes, please. So I don't know.
Alright, we're just going to run through it quickly then.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
It is pretty cool, actually.
Is this
part.
not voice acted though?
Yeah, it is. That's why you need to...
Oh, I'm shushing.
Pray, come in and take your ease.
Tis well that the steps of faith held against the horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. 'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Going to Ishgard, boys.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yuyuhase?
You may go, Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Reborn, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. How much we have both changed since that day we met beneath the Sultan tree. And the days ahead promise to change us further still. I hope that we will recognize ourselves when all of this is over.
Oh boy. I agree, Stephen. Very suspicious.
Sultana is dead. Poison in her wine?
Yeah, so Coco Mojo, at this point in the story, we don't know exactly why that just happened. You do find out. For now, it does seem as if the handmaiden who poured it poisoned it.
You did this.
Spare us your denials. I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
Yeah, the lady in the back, that's right.
I accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
What are you laughing at? This is no time to laugh. The Sultana is dead. Don't ever bring Whintur to a funeral or anything, guys. Yeah, so this guy, the guy that you just seen, has been involved in some really shady things lately, right? And that's his own men. The guys in blue actually work for him. They're the Crystal Braves. He set this up. Off and nod there.
The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack.
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
So they got that guy out of there. Oh, look at that devious little smile. You can't trust those small race people, guys. The little gnomes and stuff. Can't trust them. They're sneaky.
Whatever is going on in there?
Yeah, very convenient. Very convenient.
Ever dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
What?
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? If you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave. I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
Coco Mojo says I'm a heightist. A heightist.
State visitors without her grace's consent. You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant.
I mean, it's kind of a screwed up way to tell everybody.
This is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthus. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Guardian sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Microaggression.
Wait, Constable. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This man stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo, and his suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded her grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now, that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be.
Mm-mm-mm.
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
Jeez.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
Oh boy.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next to scheming bastard!
Ow.
Reborn!
Seven hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
Way to stand up for your comrades,
How unlike you,
by the way.
I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
choke on their coin.
Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Ramon. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls. And a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
That's an old friend of his, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know.
Not for a moment. There is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
There you go. It's pretty dramatic.
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Ponanimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace... It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida, Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now. Find this tunnel of Thancreds.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalimo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
He just used a cooldown.
Let them have it, Ida.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh, that might have been a limit break. So we're left to assume that they sacrificed themselves. Ooh, am I gonna actually get to play now?
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Ul'dah.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
This way!
Uh-oh.
Well, that didn't take long. The seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us.
These guards sure are taking a long time to come around that corner. They're like, hold up, let's give them a moment. Say their goodbyes. And then we'll rush around. Here they come.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being in tune with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
We are getting a really bad storm.
Yeah, saw that. Darkness.
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady.
So all these guards are at a disadvantage now. That means they have to roll twice. And their lowest counts.
Tis done.
Once again, we're left to assume they sacrificed themselves.
Hydaelyn. She speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm.
You are the chosen one.
As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness.
Did you know that I was the chosen one in this MMO, Whintur?
No, I thought I was.
No, you're not. You're not. Memphilia just told me I was the chosen one. So, sorry. But turns out I'm the chosen one on this, at least this server, I would assume. You're on a different server than me, so maybe
That's true.
Maybe you
That's
are.
true.
Maybe you're the chosen in your dimension. That she is sad. I like Memphilia.
Yeah.
Memphilia. Ooh.
There's the musical, guys.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool. I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Uldar.
Yeah, Teb, so yeah, I've noticed that in games too. I do believe, could be mistaken, but they do at least change their clothes in this game in expansions sometimes. And Pantheon is their swimming. Yes, there is swimming. We're not 100% sure how weight will affect it besides when you're over encumbered. Obviously, that would slow it down. But I wouldn't be surprised if weight doesn't affect swimming in some way, being how deeply tied to D&D Pantheon is.
We're playing this because happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, this is Happy Wife, Happy Life streams. This is Whintur's favorite MMO until Pantheon.
I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway. Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
And that's the guy from the very beginning of the game, as soon as you make your character and start the game, that brings you to Eorzea. They're coming for me. This game, Final Fantasy XIV, Tab, doesn't have menus localized into Spanish. I thought it did. Or are you talking about a different game? I could have sworn this game was. I definitely could be wrong, but I thought it was. This is a good... This is going to sound bad, but this is a really good game to introduce somebody to MMOs, especially a wife or a girlfriend. I don't know why, alright? I have no idea why, but a lot of females love this game. You want to share some insight into why, Whintur?
I think it's because the game itself is beautiful. You have like really kick-butt glamour options, which is always good for the girls.
Which is transmog for those who want regular English. Okay.
The characters are pretty. The character creation is like really thorough. You can really like customize it to what you want. It's got a really good storyline if you like story. I'm more into raiding. It's got really fun end game raiding. But I think mostly, I don't know, it's a really good, like, I know a lot of the community is toxic, but I found like a really good group that I run with also, that like I've been friends with for like what, 7, 8 years now. So I don't know, I just love the game. And housing.
I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
Terrapin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames.
Pippin. Now that's a good name for a Taru.
I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitorists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. It was only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of Father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Black Rush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, it was I who needed saving.
The soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Ul'dah and get the lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. Alright, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, am I going to get to move now? Oh my goodness, we get to play. I forgot I was playing a game, guys. I forgot. I was watching a movie. Alright, looks like we got through that. And guess what? Immediately, looks like there's going to be some more things here. More dialogue at least. Whew! The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Sir Ensign, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. Master Alphinaud, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Sir Ensign are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Terrapin, but Alphinaud, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. There's good old Sid. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise, but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monitors and the Crystal Braves. Kurthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the Monitors and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the Monitors claim. Marshal Terrapin, I know not what to say. Ha! How that father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alphinaud. Your airship awaits. Up, up. There's no rest for the righteous. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Hoshafant. Mayhap he will know what to do. Alright, we're about to go head into Ishgard, guys. About to do it. Master Arfinal told me your tale, Sir Ince, and it warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. 'Twould be best I explained in full. Oh, boy. We've been explained in full too many things. Before the dawn. So this is the end. This is the last one. I'm pretty sure this is the last before we go to Ishgard.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The falling snows, or some such.
Yeah, Ishgard, yeah, I always felt like it was based on, like, European kind of architecture, but definitely, yeah, the Papal States would make sense. I like it, especially because of all the dragons. Love dragons.
Any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt again. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
I wonder if it's as cold in Curtis as it is in Wisconsin. What do you think, Whintur?
Probably pretty close.
So cold in Wisconsin, sometimes I just pretend like I'm a dwarf. I'm like, you love this. You love this. This is normal for you. Alright, so where's the dude? What are we doing? Speak to house for... Okay.
This winter was supposedly like a mild winter.
It almost killed me. I barely survived, guys.
What was the coldest it got? Wasn't it like negative 30 or something?
Yeah, I got negative 30.
It was insane.
I'm a southern person, as absolutely nobody is surprised by my accent to hear. So that's cold, man. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Upon proceeding to the intercessory, several cutscenes. Oh my god, are you serious? I barely even got to move, and it's gonna play a bunch more cinema scenes?
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
I hit 80.
Well, congratulations. We would probably be like level 70 by now if we were playing the game and not watching cutscenes. This is crazy, man. This is a lot. Okay, here we go. Alpha Note, Sorensen, is it really you? Oh, she's tearing up. I'm so happy that you are... She's crying. That's what that was supposed to mean. I tried contacting Memphilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Can't say her name. Philemon told me to run, and so I did. I ran and I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way. And then, fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Oh, she reveals her face finally. Oh yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yuguri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Eorzea. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Eorzea started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, we waited there at the Waking Sands hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions even as we speak, but we have met with no success as of yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Stones' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we have come to cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honor.
Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh yes, I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphinaud.
So, Master Alphinaud, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. Besides, where are we to go?
Alphinaud, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard.
Yes. Go to Ishgard.
Times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
Gosh, she's emotional.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orshvan. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Okay, cool. Cool speech, bro. That's enough. Let's go to Ishgard. Please. Please. Golly. Jeez. That's cool music. Ah, we did it, guys. We beat a round Reborn finally. My dreams have come true. I can play the game. Are you proud of me, Whintur? Oh.
So proud.
Wait, no, wait, there's more. Hang on.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
I still call these guys Tarus sometimes. They're actually called, what are they called? Whintur? Lalalies? Lalaritas? What?
Lalafell.
Lalafell. But they're Tarus. Hmm. Seen Robon in that prison with his arm chopped off. How did they say that again? Nabrialis is no more. Yeah, they killed him earlier, guys. It was an Asian, one of these, like, demigod kind of people. The Ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then? The earth is fertile and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. And that's Eorzea. I've answered thy summons, a missionary. Speak and let thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Yeah, I don't remember why a Scion is meeting with the Ascians, working with them. That part I don't remember. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north into Wisconsin. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavensward. Finally, it's truly over. Oh my gosh, dude. Please don't tell me there's more. This is insane. Coming to Ishgard.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Yeah, this is John C. This is Happy Wife, Happy Life streams. So this is her favorite MMO. It's not bad though. I actually did play this for many years. Once you get to past all these cinema scenes, it's actually a pretty good game.
So long as we have these
I mean,
accusations hanging over us.
the best of. I always like to say this game's like the tallest of the dwarves, or I don't want to use dwarves. It's like the tallest of the gnomes. You know, it's like out of the World of Warcraft MMOs, this one's, in my opinion, the best one.
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphinaud.
Lord Orshafon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
Yeah, Rob, this is insane. Like, jeez, it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's very boring over here.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
I am glad Pantheon's not gonna do like cinema scenes like this. Like, this game is very focused on the story and the core story.
from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed.
Pantheon's more like organic, you know, where there is a story, but it's like organically discovered through lore and things.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together.
Alright, let's go.
There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Yep. Just let me go already. Been talking about it for like... Oh my gosh, dude. This is ridiculous. I must go on ahead and speak to the Count, fear not. However, for everything has been arranged. Sentries of the Gate Judge have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names. They will allow you to pass. My manservant will be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor. We shall meet again until then. Okay. Whew.
We also got really behind, Rob. That's why Nathan started all over.
Yeah. That's why I was just like, screw it. Because I had a level 50 paladin already on my main account. But you know, in this game, I just decided, let's just make a whole new character. Let's go all the way through it because I didn't remember everything very well. And I didn't want to just... I hate starting a game, like, not at the level 1. I hate it. Because, like, you come in, you're, like, trying to play catch-up, and things have changed in the abilities and all that, so...
Yeah.
Let's see.
I can't even figure out how to set up scholars. I'm so confused.
Okay, let's go to Ishgard. The game promised me that that's where we're going. It'll probably be an hour cutscene at the gate.
I need you to switch servers.
Why?
Because I look so cute and you can't see me.
I can come to your server to see you, but listen, I need some action right now.
You're already on a quest.
I'm on a quest, the cinema scene quest.
I would come follow you if I was on the same server, so you
can come to my server.
I don't know how to do that. That sounds complicated.
You just go to a big crystal, and you right click it, and there's an option there like go to another server. You pick what server, bam, that's it. Okay, word of house 4 temps. Oh yes, you may pass. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, do you guys see these words? It looks like it's finally happening now. If I'm not mistaken, it is going to play a cinema scene, but it's like a real cinema scene. It's like epic and cool and crazy. I think. I could be wrong about that.
Where are you at, Nathan? Ishgard?
Yeah, I'm walking across the bridge slowly. Yes.
At a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
What teleport do you go to?
Huh?
What teleport?
You ask him where I'm at, so you can come to me?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I'm in cinema scene hell, so. I'll let you know in just a second.
Shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
My favorite class, I really like the Dragoon. I really like the Samurai. I have a lot of fun with the Paladin. I've played Warrior a lot, like him. Yeah, that's my favorite. My absolute favorite that I've ever played. I really enjoyed Dragoon. I thought it was a lot of fun. Alright. We are... Hang on, run up to this crystal before I talk to this guy who's probably gonna, you know, have diarrhea of the mouth. I am in Ishgard. Give me a second, I'll tell you which crystal. Gilgamesh server on Ishgard. And that is, I'm at the Foundation.
I don't see that option.
And also, for anybody watching that doesn't know, in this game, you can play any class on the same character. So you can just switch your weapon or go unlock a different class and start leveling it up. Starting at level 1 and just start leveling it up. And you do not have to do the story on every class, just on a new character. So, what do you not understand, Whintur?
I can't find the Foundation.
It's under Coerthus. Foundation, the Pillars, Coerthus Central Highland, Stone Vigil, all those should be together. Actually, I don't think Samurai starts at level 1. Some of the classes start at a higher level. I don't remember where Samurai starts. Do you remember, Whintur? Is it 40 or 60?
I feel like maybe 30 even. I don't really know.
I don't remember. I just remember that there are some, like the Dark Knight starts at 30 or something. Samurai, maybe Ninja. Some of the ones that were introduced later, like you can't even unlock those till you get to that part in the story, or at least that level, I think. Actually, if you guys will... Oh, you do... I do like your glamour. You're looking pretty good there.
This is brand new. This is all brand new here.
How do you do first person in this game? I don't remember.
You click on me and then, like, view or something.
Oh, yeah, this game has that
Examine.
Weird... Well, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, going first person. Like...
Oh, I don't know, because you're on a keyboard.
I can zoom in really far. I did know how to do it. I don't remember now. Anyway.
If you examine, though, it'll pull me up.
I'll just do this. I'll just do this. Yeah, but that's not good enough. That's not close enough.
This is my favorite weapon in the whole game.
Yeah, it is a cool one. You see its little eyes, guys? It like blinks. It's like a living staff. Actually, is a pretty cool one. That's been around for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, I love this one.
It is a cool one. Alright, I've got to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Whintur can entertain you guys until I get back. Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. I think that they should all start at level 1 as well. Lots of games do that kind of stuff, those advanced ones. Alright, I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. I think I got something fancy here for you.
Oh. That's lovely. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? I don't know if the potty break mutes me or not. That's good. What is that noise?
Alright. Let's continue. Hopefully this guy's not too long-winded. Greetings, Master Thame. On behalf of Files 4 Attempts, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you would all come with me. Yeah, Square Enix worries, by the way, I feel like on this game, like, they worry way too much about, you know, things like, well, what if people don't want it to start over? What if they don't want to start at level 1? It's a new class. I think everybody would expect to start at level 1. I don't think anybody get upset with that. It's a brand new class. I actually think a lot of people enjoy it more because it's weird starting at level 30 or whatever, and you have more abilities, you know? Like, to me, you start at level 1, you have, like, a couple of things you can do, and you slowly get more things, and it kind of makes you master what you have as you level up. I prefer that, to, like, learn it as I go and, like, really have a good understanding of what all my things do, you know? That's why I don't like to skip content. Except for, you know, if I could skip some of these cinema scenes, or they should have like a give me a summary of what happens. I think would make this game a lot better. Like, just, you know, I don't need to know every single word they say, but what, you know, long version, short version. Because sometimes when it's just me, I wouldn't mind the long version. I'd sit there and watch it all, you know. What do you think about that, Whintur?
I like the short version idea. I feel like this just does too much, like, little stuff.
Yeah.
You should have the option to just, like, dive right in.
I'm getting a couple of these little guys so I can shortcut around later. Where am I going here? Wait.
I don't know how to go home.
What do you mean?
I feel dirty on the Gilgamesh server.
Oh, you just go back to the crystal. Why do you?
I did.
What difference does it make what server you're on?
I don't know. I just feel icky over here.
Oh my gosh! Like you can even really tell the difference.
I can tell.
You're like, who are these people? The Warrior of Light and his brave companions, walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this day. I'm to present you with my family home, Four Temps Manor. I should like nothing more than show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Forton, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Forton, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored.
The honor is mine, Master Alfred. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concern.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full Gladamite.
Pizza time sounds good.
But before you return to your
What?
homes, why not take a tour of the city?
Rob in chat said pizza time.
You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourself.
It does sound really good right now.
After all, you may be here.
And after this stream is over, we're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons. And come on, Dungeons and Dragons pizza. That pretty much is like peanut butter and jelly.
I didn't get pizza though. I got like everything but pizza.
What do you mean?
Like, I went for a snack run.
Oh, right.
But I didn't get pizza.
Well, you're new to D&D. It's a small mistake. It's forgivable.
Just this one, so.
Though our friends in House Forgems have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. 'Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we depart. Their documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. Those documents identify as wards of the House Four Temps. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them you remain under protection of House Four Temps, but let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Sorensen, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go. Okay. This is your first time in our fair city. Pray permit me to show you to Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled Crozier. You may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending to the Foundation's Aetherite Plaza. If there are no questions, got a person running around their underwear here. It's fairly normal in Final Fantasy XIV. People in their underwear in freezing cold weather.
I think I still have some bathing suit glamours.
The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The Vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thornton's famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Alphinaud. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thornton the First to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there's much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jeweled Crozet, I shall introduce you to Mistress Eorzea, our Master of the Markets. Whoops, can't go that way. It does look cool here, though. Nice looking city. Good architecture. I wish I lived in a city that looked like this.
I don't want to live that city.
What?
That
looks like Ishgard? Looks like Harry Potter world?
Yeah, but I don't like people that much. I like space.
Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all refugees, runaways. Wards of House Four Temps. How very interesting. Count Edmont has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners should you be uncomfortable. Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Eorzea. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is the Aetherite Plaza in Foundation. If everyone is ready... Any idea how long this goes before we get a dungeon or something?
I don't remember. But I'd say, like, give it like 20 more minutes or so, and on the hour we'll call it quits if you haven't hit anything else.
Well, gosh, man. I didn't even get to do anything today. Am I going the right way?
Yes, Mid, come join us. I'm making Nathan play with me.
Yep, it's pretty good if you like movies. Where the heck am I even going here? How do you get... I think it's down there. I think a lot of this is just, like, people just saying some stuff. So I'm going to skip some of this stuff. I want to get to some action here.
This new story, I don't know if you've done the newest story that's opened up, but it's really good. And
Yeah.
I don't usually listen to the story, so that's saying something. I usually just skip along because I just want to get to raiding.
Yeah, I've heard the new one's really good. I mean, this story's pretty good, but there's still a lot of fluff here, you know?
Yeah, and I think there is still some fluff, but like it seems important, like important fluff.
Okay, next destination. What can be found nearby? The Skystone Manufactory, weapons to use against dragons, the Holy Stables for chocobos for war. To the north and east, the Congregation of Our Knights Most Heavenly. Avoid that area, okay. And why is that? Why should we avoid that area? Our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. Must be where the commoners stay, I'm going to assume. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord, but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the hop lawn and gawp at the statues? Ah ha ha ha. Well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid'll let ye. My humblest apologies, Master Alphanald. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Sorensen. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Go. Go. Then I'm coming too. Alright, off we go. It's a great game, just missing some unexplainable hook for me. Can give it another go though. Yeah, so I always thought the dungeons are, you know, it's fun, but the in-game rating is pretty good. It gets pretty intense.
Endgame is fantastic.
It's just getting there.
It's a journey.
So
I'm still not to it.
I enjoy a journey. This is a little different than what many may expect from a journey.
This is a Mount Everest journey.
This is like, oh, you want to do something fun? All right then. You're gonna have to earn it, buddy. You have to earn it through cinema scenes and fetch quests. But they get better. The longer the game goes, the less fetchy and the cooler the quests get, I guess. In my opinion, at least. Okay, I must say it's rather unusual. Not one, but a whole party of fresh new faces. We recently arrived. This guy's name is Gilberant. He's flattered. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, can I help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors? Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping you on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom. They tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot just to be careful. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Offenald, I think it would be best if we return to Four Temps Manor. You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru, I am afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Offenald. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please, do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I'd driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on my patron in my establishment. That settles it then, Tataru. Sirs and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance. I will. All right. Where is the Four Temps Manor? Wasn't that in the other zone? Yep. Talk to this guy just so we can go in. Oh, I'm level 53. Didn't even notice.
Nice.
Tell us then, Master Avenal, does Ishgard meet your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to reality. I felt the weight of the 1,000 years of history with each step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the Wyverns and Foundation, understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The Wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Amaric has ordered the knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There's much to be done, but alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Absolutely anything that you need that is fun. That is a most generous offer, Master Avenal. You are my guest in my home, to whom I extend my hospitality without obligation, let or lend. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid in our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? Go kill a dragon. From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts, secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. For you, Master Thane, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artorial and Hydaelyn in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? It's classic for an elf. I think this is very good elf conversation here. Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show Master Thane the respect he deserves. Do you have any idea how many quest dialogues he clicked through in the past 65 hours? This is a man who slew Gaius von Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Master Thane, I shall be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. I can definitely teach these little sprouts how to go from point A to point B. That's what I do in this game. 'Twould seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of the opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fortemps has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition with his peers in matters great and small, and so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard whilst simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me in contact with people who know something of our missing comrades, and as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Look, guys, onwards and upwards. That's like Pantheon. That's Pantheon right there. Onward and upwards. Shall we be off then, old boy? Ah, but where are my manners? Hydaelyn de Fortemps, second son of Count Edmond de Fortemps. Trueborn, that is. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who could be satisfied subsisting on a meager allowance forever overshadowed by a sibling? Not I, old boy, not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly. so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Arturo. Ambitious, I grant you, but I do have a legendary hero do my bidding. Ha ha ha. Oh, don't look at me that way. I jest. Anyway, we're to aid the good men and women of House Halanarte. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Cloud Top. Alright, there we go, guys. Something's gonna happen now. I remember this zone. Let's see. Can we skip? No. See where we're going, okay. Alley-oop. Are you ready to depart? Airship called Camp Cloud Top. Here we go. Actual zone.
Oh my god.
What?
I figured I'd continue my story while you were doing that, and things just got ridiculous.
Prodigy of Garlemald would come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, he came.
Gary Rob Zombie. Soon. We don't have much longer and we can start playing the what you call it, early access at least. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Kurthus may be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero's wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong silent persona all the time, you know. Never mind. We need to find Lady whatever. She's in charge of the garrison here. Oh, when we find her, just follow my lead. Yes, excellent. Okay. So this is pretty. That looks interesting.
Oh my gosh, I remember getting the flying points in that zone. It was awful.
I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. I don't need to be able to fly here. It'll be okay. I'll ride my mount. That's the most aggravating thing.
It is annoying. but that's why I kind of cheat a little. Give a shout out to my good friend Professor Layton, who
carried you around to all your points.
He knows I won't do it, so it's not like a surprise or anything.
This poor bird's gonna get the wrath of my cinema scene-itis.
Alright. I think I might be leaving you, husband.
Okay, well wait. Let's run a dungeon then. Because we cannot end the stream.
Are you almost to a dungeon? Do you know?
No, let's just do an old one. Good lord. Invite me to your group. And we'll run... My last one's a good one. The Keeper of the Lake. Remember where you fight the dragon at the end. That's a good one. Let's run that one.
Okay, hold on. And keep going for now. Like, keep going on your path, and I'm gonna run downstairs and get a drink real quick.
Alright, just let me know when you're back, and we'll run that dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll run a dungeon here. The last one I unlocked was actually pretty cool. But you guys did at least get to see Realm Reborn end and Heaven's Sword begin. Master Thane, welcome! Commander of the forces stationed here. Strange it might sound, I've long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and ever shall remain so. Were not for you, my younger brother Francel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. Alas, the knight must go where duty demands, thus I've been unable to seek you out, but by the grace of alone, I've been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person, to call upon his generous aid besides. Truly, I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. It is a pleasure to see you again. You cut an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, equally at home on a battlefield or in a ballroom, so this guy's in love with her. Yeah, Aaron, I agree. Heaven's Sword is a good story, I agree. If it is not too much to ask, I would be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Master Thane. Like, Heaven's Sword picks up, like, big time when we start getting to the dragons. Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warnings of impeding Dravanian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it is also ready for us to target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, as you may have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by the indigenous beast tribes, known as the Vanu Vanu. Those are cool-looking creatures, by the way, with whom we have had several skirmishes already. No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman, and I'll show him a thing or two. Oh boy, cheesy. I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Master Thane. Yeah, but I do agree with you, Aaron. Good storyline. Man, I just, these cinema scenes, man, they're so long. It's insane. Let's see. No, that's any good to me. Just, okay. Oh, That's... Never mind. We're not getting a reward. While I understand his intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled. True, it is entirely possible he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely he will make a mess of things. Tell him I would like to keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with this manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep him from shirking his duty. Alright, so give him some fake responsibilities here to make him feel special. A request. Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must see me standing here but a few moms away. Oh, never mind. What is it? Okay, so how are we going to say this? We're going to tell him it's a mission of paramount importance. Keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. A mission? Yes, of course. That's why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. Now, let's tell his manservant. Oh, Master Thame, I do believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Honoroy, and I serve as the pleasure of Lord Amelin. Lord Laniat would have me accompany Lord Amelin on his mission. Oh, I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Okay. Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you at least more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. Alright, looks like Whintur is back. Let's run a dungeon. Because I don't know how far away from a dungeon we are at this point. Probably decently far. You're on Discord, Whintur?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just eating a cracker, so I muted myself.
Alright, we're in a party, so I'm going to queue us up. Should be really quick, so all we need is DPS. Do you remember this dungeon? Where you fight Sormer at the end?
I probably won't remember until I get in there.
It's a pretty cool dungeon. And all the dungeons in Heavensward were really good, from what I remember.
So far, for the dungeons that I've done, like with this new thing, I haven't really cared that much for them.
I have a feeling these DPS are gonna pull. How much you wanna bet? Yep. I was right. How did I know that? How did I know they were that type?
I just think that's annoying. Don't be one of those people.
Except for games where you're supposed to, right? There's games where the ranger's supposed to pull. But this is definitely a game where the tank is supposed to pull. Let me sprint so I can get ahead of these guys. Ha! It's like they it's like they think it's their mission to pull before. I'm gonna pull 2 groups so I can entertain the DPS a little bit.
Oh, and the incoming one from behind.
I got him.
Dude, get out of stuff. I don't like this guy.
What's wrong with him?
He's annoying.
What's he doing?
Standing in AoE.
Dude, he doesn't want to interrupt his DPS, dude.
I don't have time for your bullcrap guy.
Okay, I don't know which way it is. Not that way, it's this way.
Dude! I feel like I'm gonna let this guy die. I foresee it happening in his very near future. I am one of those healers.
This is like a really good example of how people behave in these kind of MMOs. Like, we couldn't have asked for a more generic situation. It's almost like it was destined. Alright, I don't remember the mechanics. We definitely don't have time to wait because they're going to pull. But
I think
you gotta knock those things away. I do remember that. There's little things drop down.
Yeah.
Which I can knock any of them away near me. I just know there are mechanics in every fight in this dungeon. That's... See, like that, you gotta just get away from us because they explode, I think. Of course, I gotta keep that away from you guys.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I, like, lost connection, so I don't know if your people can hear me again or not, because...
They should be able to. Everybody can hear Whintur?
There's something wrong with my Discord.
Yeah. Whintur needs a new PC. Okay, get all those away.
Oh, poop. I think we might have to wait for our D&D game tomorrow.
No, we gotta play D&D
It's late.
tonight.
It is late. I would go to like bed at 6 p.m. if it was acceptable.
Okay, get the key.
I got it. These DPS just want to rush in front of you, so they didn't want to pick it up. Let him pull. I want him to die.
No, I can't let him die. I have to get it off of him.
I'll let him die.
I'm gonna drag these guys, if I can, over to here, because we gotta kill this anyway.
That's gonna release that big magic tech guy.
Yeah, yeah. I'll pull him too.
I hope you kind of remember this. More than I thought I would.
Oh, the
You're
DPS
fine.
got that.
Got it.
There we go. Gosh, look at him sprinting. It's like,
I don't
dude,
understand that.
do you die tomorrow? Like, what? Why? What's the rush?
You die tomorrow.
Oh, jeez, dude.
That's what my fortune teller told
He's like,
me.
I don't have 1 second to waste of my life. Oh crap! I forgot about that. Oh my god.
I don't think I would be playing video games if that's what I had left.
If it's Pantheon, I might spend the last bit of my time in it.
I would hope you would choose your family.
I would play it with you guys.
Uh-huh.
I forgot that this thing continues after the AoE.
I think you forgot that you have a family also.
No, I didn't. I thought that it was, like, implied that, you know, I'll play Pantheon with you guys. Oh my god, I did it again. He's targeting that guy again, so get ready for the pooping fire.
Why aren't you getting out of the fire?
Oh shoot.
Freaking A butthole.
Well now, well this
Am I allowed to
sucks.
cuss on
I'm gonna have to run across.
That's okay.
Okay, this is the only safe area now. Running out of room here to maneuver.
He died.
Yeah, but he's gonna say that's your fault.
That's fine. Do mechanic.
He's like, freaking healer! That's what he said.
Don't be crappy DPS. That's what I say.
Did you bring him
I think
back?
You gotta... Yeah, I brought him back. I just gotta make sure that they know who's the boss. Who's in charge. That's right, Rob.
What'd he say?
He said, gotta one-up you, bro.
Equals trash. But you know what I gotta say about trash? There can be good come out of trash. And here's what I mean by that. It's called a trash can, not a trash can't. Okay? Even trash can. Even trash can.
Help!
Bring them to me.
I did. Oh my gosh, Flynn, get your shit together.
Dude, that guy got diagnosed. He's last day on Earth, man. Give him a break. He wants to experience all he can on his final day.
Is something on him and not on you?
No. They're all on me.
Dying?
He's standing in AoEs. There's a lot of them.
I'm over it.
Way too many for me to interrupt. Okay. Lots of AoEs. I remember that.
I remember
and
this
you,
fight,
you gotta
actually.
kill that. You gotta kill the ads.
Yeah. I feel like I remember this one.
I'm gonna watch this cinema scene. Are they pulling the boss already?
No, go for it.
Okay, I want everybody to
I'll
see
just
this.
back out.
This is a cool scene. I love dragons. I love them. Alright. You're kind of like fighting the ghost of this dragon, because the dragon's like in a slumber right now. You all here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see. You should have told me he was here. I didn't see him.
I didn't see it either. I'll just let
maybe,
Gwen die.
Maybe he just came. Do I have to pull him away from the boss? He's tethered to him. I bet I do.
I actually don't remember.
He's tethered to him. I bet I do.
He's still tethered, and you're as far away as you can get, so.
Oh, we gotta kill that.
About this guy.
Yeah, we gotta click it. When he does not yet. You gotta wait for the now do it. Now click it. It makes a thing so we don't die. Okay.
Oh, ouch! That still hurt. Anyways, I'm pretty sure we just got hit with that.
No, we didn't. It would have wiped us. Oh shoot! Tried to scratch my nose at the wrong time. Okay, now back to the boss. Run!
Other dragon is waking up, and he's alive.
I'm gonna pull him away from the boss. I don't remember if that matters. Lots of AoEs.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this fight is dodging.
Makes it difficult to DPS, for sure. That little thing is up.
What? Oh, kill it.
I got it.
Okay, open, use it. There we go, get in the bubble. Watch out for this guy's AoEs, because...
Golly, I can't DPS. I'm just running around the whole time.
He's almost down.
There we go.
There we go.
Why don't they LB? What's happening? There we go. Hey, he dinged rats, even though I should have let you die a lot more.
There we go. That was fun. That was fun. Alright, well. I think that's a night, huh?
Yeah, I think that's a good place to stop for this evening.
So I want to talk a little bit about Final Fantasy XIV before I jump off. It is a fun game. Like, the dungeons are a lot of fun. There's a lot of thought put into the mechanics of the game. I always thought it was a cool game to learn how raid mechanics work, because it slowly teaches you things as you're going through the dungeons, that you have to go through the dungeons in order to progress the story. So everybody kind of learns little things, all the things that most MMORPG players know. It's a really great RPG for a girlfriend or a wife, for whatever reason that may be. You know, it's fun. The problem with this game is that storyline is really heavy. So if you're not into that, you can just skip it and just have no idea what in the world's going on, which I know a lot of people play MMOs that way. But if you do want a good story, once you get past around Reborn, which has an okay story, once you get past that, like Heavensward, what's it called? Stormblood, and I haven't played it yet, but I've heard that the newest expansion, Shadowbringers, is the best of the best. So it does have a really good story. As I continue further into this, you'll see that once we get involved with the dragons in this expansion that I'm in now, it's just really getting cool, I think. Meeting all the different characters, dragons, all that kind of thing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream today. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. And this video will be up for video on demand for anybody who wants to check out anything. Maybe you missed some of those cinema scenes, because it's mainly what the stream was this time. But yeah, it's mainly heavy on cinema scenes at the end of an expansion. That's where we were at. So you get those long cinema scenes in those points where they're wrapping up the storyline from that expansion and introducing the next one. So anyway, guys, good night. Appreciate you guys. You guys enjoy your weekend as well. And we're going to play some D&D, and I'll have, it'll take me a little time to edit it and do whatever it is I'm going to do with it. But we'll have some D&D content on the channel very soon. All right, guys. God bless. Good night, and until next time. Love you guys.